Stop scrolling, stop scrolling, stop scrolling. Hey there. It's your girl, Ornicia Lowe, your activation coach. Today, we're talking about what? Overcoming fear. Come on, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it. Overcoming fear of what? Taking the first step, starting, right? Moving forward. You can do it. Come on, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what we need to do to begin to see what progress. Um, I am excited to be with you. Again, my name is Ornicia Lowe. I am your activation coach, here to activate you into your purpose, help you to move forward, propel you forward into all that God has for you, right? So, on today, we're going to talk about 5 steps to help us move forward to overcome fear and what start. Guess what? Your breakthrough is on the other side of your movement, on the other side of your action. So, let's look at 5 steps that we can take to help us get there. So, number one, identify the root cause of your fear. What is causing you to have fear, right? What is causing you to worry about this particular thing? So, whatever your goal is, oftentimes, if we feel like it's bigger than us, if we feel like we don't have the resources, the money, the connections that are necessary to get it done, sometimes we will shrink back and will become somewhat fearful. So, could it be failure that we're fearful of? Or could it be judgment that we're fearful of? Or could it be the unknown, just not knowing what to expect? Is that some of the things that we might be fearing? So let's understand the why behind the fear and take the first step to overcoming. Right, the fears that are holding us back from taking those initial steps. So, if we understand the why, it sometimes can be the way that we can get to the what solution. So if your reason for fearing is that you're worried about the financial part, then I encourage you to take a step back, write down the things that are bothering you, kind of look at what you can do based off of where you are. But as believers, it's not just based off of where we are, it's based off of God's ability, right? So we also have to connect God's ability with what we can do. We'll take those initial steps and then trust that God will take us the rest of the way. So just let's look at the possibilities of what might be holding us back in regards to fear, right? Step number 2 is start small and simple. I think sometimes we think we have to take these giant leaps in order to get things done. But if we simply take those initial small steps towards the goal, we will find that we will make much more progress. A great example of that is the old fairy tale, right? Story of the hare and the, what was it? The hare and the fox, I want to say it was. And in the end, who won that race? We all know the story. The hare won the race. The slow turtle won the race, right? And so we would have never thought that that turtle would win, but it was the slow and steady pace that won it all, right? Whereas you might be moving fast and thinking that you have all this, momentum and you got all this done, but you may be making mistakes along the way, or you're not doing it as effectively or efficiently as you could if you just take those slow, steady steps, or you're moving into anxiety because you've put in so much on yourself, right? So let's move slow and steady. Break your goal into small, manageable steps. Focusing on just one task can reduce overwhelm and build what confidence. So we want to reduce being that feeling of overwhelm, we want to reduce the anxiety, and we want to be able to move in confidence. And sometimes just having those small wins is what it takes to get us to that next win, right? And then before you know it, you're making such a major impact on what you're trying to accomplish just by those small incremental steps. Okay. And number 3, redefine failure as growth. See the mistakes, the issues as an opportunity to learn instead of seeing it as a failure, seeing it as something that is to be a setback. See it as something that is a learning tool. It's something that can build you up and strengthen you and make you a little bit smarter and a little bit wiser for your journey. If we look at things from that standpoint, then we're able to grow with every circumstance, because it doesn't matter whether we're talking about relational, whether we're talking about financial, or we're talking about business, whether we're talking about this or that, right? It doesn't matter what it is. We can always have some type of issue show up. We're going to always have some type of thing that we're going to have to deal with, some kind of problem that we're going to have to deal with, right? But it's how we deal with those problems. It's whether or not we allow those to become uh, monumental, or we allow those situations to teach us and bring us to a better place and a better position, right? So again, that's a perspective thing. Is how you perceive the situation determines the outcome. So again, redefine failure as growth, right? You're not failing, you're growing. You're not failing, you're growing. Okay, so number 4, surround yourself with encouragement. Surround yourself with the right relationships, the right people that will build you up, that you can be accountable to. Surround yourself with mentors, friends, and others that have like-mindedness, right? Who are on the same trajectory as you, and they want to see the same things accomplished. And the thing of it is, what is very interesting about it is they don't even have to have the same exact end game as you. One person might want to start a business, the other person might want to build relationships. But if you both have a mindset to move forward, to get things done and get things accomplished, you can kind of bounce off each other. You can hold each other accountable, right? And it's even that much more sweeter if you have somebody that is actually on the same trajectory as you, someone who is actually in the same field or has the same goal as you. Those things all can be beneficial. But the main thing that you want to do is surround yourself with the right people, the right encouraging voices, right? We want to have the right voices in our ear. We want to be able to talk and communicate with people that build us up, not tear us down. So in this season, let's make sure that we're surrounding ourselves with people who will encourage, right? People who will build up. Amen. So number 5, take one bold action today. So you say, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure where to start. Guess what? Anywhere, any way that you start, it matters, right? Like we talked about a moment ago, you don't have to take a major leap forward. You just have to do something. If you go back and watch the video from yesterday, you'll see that we talked about 5 steps that you could take. And one of those steps was simply writing it down, right? So write down your goal, write down your vision. Just take one step forward, and you'll find that it makes it much more easy to take the next step, right? Push through hesitation, commit to a single intentional step, whether it makes you um whether it's making a call, whether it's writing a plan, whether it's sharing an idea. Action dispels fear, right? So again, action dispels fear. When we move forward and we see progress and we see, I, I can do this, that will begin to remove the fear and the doubt. If what you've heard today has been encouraging to you, do me a favor and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to be able to get notified whenever we're having these wonderful conversations, whenever I'm releasing these motivational videos that will help you to move forward into the things that you're called to do, right? Because it's about activating you in this season to your purpose. And so know that you are important. Know that you are capable. Know that you are not alone. You have a community of people who will hold you up. Just go ahead and type below right now. Say, I am taking action today. I am taking action today. Don't hold off any longer. take action today. So if you need to write it down, write it down. If you need to make that call, make that call. If you need to get on the computer and research, research. But take some form of action today that will help propel you out of fear and move you into boldness, into courage, into all that God has for you. There's no limitations on what you can accomplish and what you can do when you take action, when you walk in faith, when you walk on purpose and in purpose, you'll see the fruitfulness of it, right? So I encourage you to take that step today. Trust God and step out on faith. Let go of all the fear, let go of all the doubt, all right? Because you can do it. And so if you were blessed by what you heard today, if this has encouraged you and motivated you to take some steps today, then I invite you to, again, to subscribe, to share this content with someone you know could utilize it, right? And check out these other videos, which will help to motivate you. I also have a podcast called Declaring Freedom, which we do lives Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get connected. Be blessed. Until next time. Ornicia Lowe, your activation coach.
Keep moving, don't lose your pace. Know you've been through, it's okay. It's about to change, keep your head up, watch your tape fly.